Hello everybody, it's the Dreadpirate. I'm bored today. I'm bored, I want to make a video. I don't really have anything to talk about, so, I figured I've done this the past couple times, why not do some more? Let's do a Let's Play. We're going to do a Let's Play of Marvel Superheroes, the arcade game. And it's time for the Hulk smash. And, yeah, let's go beat up Iron Man. Figured I'd use this as an excuse to kind of talk about this game in particular. For those of you who don't know, this is the original Marvel Superheroes arcade game, and it's specifically essentially what happened was basically back in the 90s and the early aughts, Street Fighter was on top of the world. This is during the era where we had like a million different versions of Street Fighter 2. And it was wild. It was known for its awesome, fast-paced gameplay. Neck and neck with Mortal Kombat, who was known for gore, and Capcom started doing really cool deals with Marvel. And originally they had X-Men: Children of the Atom, where it was basically the X-Men Street Fighter fighting game, which guest stars Akuma as a secret character. And then they had this. They had Marvel Superheroes, the arcade game, where you could play as the Hulk and Iron Man, and it was really awesome. And for the storyline, much like we're seeing in the cinematic universe with Thanos, the storyline was about the Infinity Gauntlet, and it was essentially loosely based off of the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. So essentially all the heroes are running around trying to find the various Infinity Gems, and are punching each other in the head over it, and which doesn't make a whole lot of sense because we're friends. I mean, I figured I'm the Hulk. I got an excuse. Hulk smash. Hulk angry. And I've got the reality gem. Spider-Man here's the time gem. Yeah, and it's a pretty good game. They had a nice collection of characters. They had a bunch of characters that had nothing to do with the original Infinity Gauntlet storyline, but were just kind of there for funsies. And it was kind of interesting that they also had they had a Super Nintendo game based off of this as well, which again followed the plot line again. The whole point was it was a sequel. It was a side-scrolling platformer. And kind of a beat 'em up, and it was kind of a sequel to their other game, X-Men Mutant Apocalypse, which was done specifically with the X-Men. But this time you played as Wolverine, who played pretty much exactly the way he did in Mutant Apocalypse. You had Spider-Man, Hulk, Iron Man, and Captain America, and the whole point was we got to get the Infinity Gauntlet before the Infinity Gems before Thanos does. And they tied in some of the Infinity War storylines. So like one of the bad guys, for example, was basically was Magus, the evil version of Adam Warlock. Nebula, for those of you Karen Gillian fans out there, was also in the game as the second to last boss of the game. That's pretty good. And a lot of similar things were in there too. It's like, okay, for example, Dr. Doom and Blackheart are both in this. Speaking of Blackheart, there's Blackheart. But yeah, a lot of characters had little to do with the original storyline. It's like the Spider-Man, Hulk, Captain America, and Iron Man, and Wolverine were all part of it. They were all part of the original Infinity Gauntlet storyline. Psylocke was not. Psylocke was basically here because we need an awesome female character, an awesome popular female character, which Psylocke was. Psylocke also was in X-Men: Children of the Atom, so they added her for this game. I think Magneto was part of the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. He was one of the characters that got involved as well, but it was like Juggernaut wasn't involved at all. Again, they were just... We had a really awesome X-Men game before this. We already had the sprites. Let's do it. Then we have Blackheart here, which I believe Blackheart had nothing to do. He might have had something to do with the actual, like, some of the storylines building up to it, but basically, really, Mephisto, his father, played more of an important role in the Infinity Gauntlet storyline than he did. And I've heard the rumor was that Shumagorath was in this game just because we need a tentacle monster. Because Japan, we need a tentacle monster, like, ooh, Shumagorath versus Psylocke, sexy. But Dr. Doom and Thanos himself, of course, were important to the story. And the bonus character for this is fun. And like, whereas Children of the Atom has Akuma, this one has Anita from Darkstalkers. So I believe her shtick is she's like a friend of that. I forget his name. He's that one Darkstalker character who's like he's like a half vampire monster hunter. And she's a little psychic girl who's friends of his. And this is actually the only game in which she's playable. She is not a playable character in any of the Darkstalker games, and she's a helper character in Marvel vs. Capcom, but she is not a playable character in any other game other than this one. So there you go. That's pretty much the backstory. So pretty much a lot of the all the Marvel vs. Capcom series kind of boil back to this: the popularity of Street Fighter and these early Marvel games. So for those of you who like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 or some new Marvel vs. Capcom stuff that's coming out, I believe there's like a new one which is basically it's like I think like there's one out right now which is basically all Marvel, no Capcom, that people are enjoying. I haven't played that one yet. I am a grandpa, not actually a grandpa, but I might as well be. So that's why I'm sitting around playing these old games. And look at that, Juggernaut's beating my ass, and it's like you can't ask for a better fight than Hulk versus Juggernaut. It's pretty awesome. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Actually, I kind of want to like characters that people might not be familiar with, because I think people genuinely know who Juggernaut is. Juggernaut, for those of you who don't know, Juggernaut is Professor Xavier's brother, and he's not a mutant. Contrary to popular opinion or popular misconception, he's actually he has the crystal of Sidorak, which is a magic crystal, which is Sidorak himself, I believe, is some kind of magical entity in the Marvel universe, and he's an entity that Doctor Strange encounters more often than not. Yeah, we're gonna play Doctor Doom as well. I kind of like to I like to roll 2 dice and pick what I'm gonna play just for fun. This is what I like to do. It's all fun for me, whatever I play. But yeah, Sidorak is a mystical entity, like kind of a godlike being that gives Juggernaut his impressive powers and turned to a life of crime, and naturally wants to kill Xavier because Xavier was treated better when they were kids. Stepdad wanted Charlie's mom's money. Didn't show him any love. So, and of course we have Doctor Doom, a character that is never given a decent film incarnation whatsoever. And if he did, it would probably be really cool. Doctor Doom, the best film incarnation of Doctor Doom really is the Roger Corman Fantastic Four. For those of you who haven't seen it, by the way, Doctor Doom is disgusting in this game. I can pretty much, and it's like you'll probably see me do it. I mean, he's a perfect character to cheese with because you can just like if you know what you're doing. You can just hit those range attacks and just keep on going. And of course, I like to cheat, so like for me, I have infinite energy, so I can always just kind of like fire up my max powers. It's just kind of a fun way I like to play. It's like for those of you who shame me for cheating, look, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm a dirty cheater, but it's fun. It's fun cheating. It's fun. Besides, you want this video to last forever? I don't. I'm just bored for a little bit. I want to do something fun and talk to y'all. Your pitiful attempt at combat has only succeeded in annoying me. Be gone. Doctor Doom beats Juggernaut, gets the Infinity Gems. Now we're going to fight Wolverine, my favorite character. So that's cool. I like Wolverine's level in this especially. It's like, I think we're somewhere in Canada. We're up on a bridge. And as this fight goes, as we beat the snot out of each other for that space gem, we're going to demolish this bridge and turn it into a raft in the raging river below and scare that poor bald eagle. Ooh! Oh, God, photon array. Oh, my God. Dr. Doom is just so disgusting. There we go. See? Broke part of the bridge. Perfect! Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm so awesome. I'm so awesome, with my cheating and all. But, yeah. It's a fun game. It's really, these Marvel vs. Capcom games are really fun. And there's something kind of lacking in the newer ones that they just don't really have anymore. It's like the new ones are good, but it's like, I think Razorfist pointed out that, like, one of the problems with, the newer ones is that they're just, they're slow. There's kind of a weight to all the movement of the characters, and they're missing that fast-paced speed that these older Capcom games had. Capcom has a lot of wonderful franchises attached to them, but they made some stupid decisions in terms of gameplay. Do I have all the Infinity Gems? I think this is probably the last one. You only get 5. Your Thanos always has the Mind Gem. And now we're in, again, I'm a big Lovecraft fan, so we're in Lovecraft world number 47, I don't know, random Lovecraft dimension. And just this alien landscape with Cthulhu dinosaur bones. It's awesome. And oh, and yeah, as for Shumagorath, it's like, okay, Blackheart and Shumagorath. Blackheart is Mephisto's son. Mephisto is Marvel's devil. It's kind of an alien devil because Stan was worried about offending the Christians back in the day. But yeah, Blackheart is primarily like a Ghost Rider enemy. And yeah, he's the pretty ruthless, badass son of Mephisto. Shumagorath, on the other hand, I believe Shumagorath is a straight-up H.P. Lovecraft character. I don't think he's a character that Lovecraft himself created, but I want to say maybe August Derleth or one of the other later writers who took over the Cthulhu mythos. And eventually, and again, since like a lot of Lovecraft and Robert E. Howard were friends, he eventually got tied to Conan the Barbarian. So he's one of the creatures that basically is worshipped in the Hyperborean age. And eventually, Conan made it to Marvel Comics, so Shumagorath is kind of an immigrant, a canon immigrant from H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu mythos to Marvel Comics. So that's really neat. So now we got Doom versus Doom here. Yeah, Doom's disgusting. Doom is like, you know, he's probably the best character in this game, except for Thanos himself. And even then, like, I can totally wreck Thanos with Dr. Doom. I can't always wreck Thanos with himself. So, so there we go. So I might want to do a series of okay, Xenius, I hope he took my advice. He streamed. I think they didn't save his stream. He's streaming The Evil Within. Check out the Roundtable of RPG and check out his stream. I hope he's doing the right thing. He's gonna save that stream, and because I want to watch it, and you know, so check out his stuff later. Oh God, you know the problem with Dr. Doom is like he makes like his Doom bops just as good as he is. So like it looks like Doom's getting his ass kicked by Doom. That's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, this Doombot knows how to wreck my shit. I'm the one on the right, by the way. I think I am. Oh, shit. Have I forgotten who I am? No, it's me. I'm good. I'm good. Give me that reality gem. Give me that reality gem. Alright, we're gonna get that space gem back from him, too. I think we're down a gem. I think it's like we're missing the soul gem. It's like this is the first time I've played this where you don't get all the gems. I think it was glitched or it just didn't activate. Normally you start with one. And I think this time I didn't. When I was playing Hulk, I just didn't start off with an Infinity Gem. And so... Oh, speed up. Super speed Doom. Speed lasers. Shit. Boom. Oh, that was beautiful. Right up at that angle, we better get the reality gem. Boom! Photon array. Photon array, nice. So, this is a fun game. I definitely recommend it. It's... I know you can... I'm not sure where else you can find it, but you can definitely emulate it from MAME. Just as there can be only one Caesar or Napoleon, there can be only one Doom. And now the man, Thanos. I love this background we're coming up on, because this is basically taken straight out of the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. So, like, you know, there's Mephisto in the background, there's Death. You are a fool. Did you truly believe I would allow you to defeat me? A billion souls of no death in my hands. Time for you to follow them. The other being fit to wield that power, as you shall soon witness. But yeah, it's like there's all these characters in the background that are heroes that Thanos has turned to stone. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, see, Thanos is pretty dirty too. Oh shit, got the power gem? Got the power gem out of him, so that's nice. But yeah, Thanos is pretty disgusting. And for those of you who played Marvel vs. Capcom 2, you know he's got all these Infinity Gem abilities in that game too, which is pretty awesome. And kind of... That game, like, has no story, but it's one of those things where I think when people play it, it's just, like, they kind of make up their own, but it's like, yeah, Thanos has got the gauntlet, and it's crazy, and somehow Servbot can beat him. Yeah. Doom's already got 3 gems. 3 gems. That's sick. Well, Thanos has got 3. Yeah, it's 3-on-3 gem warfare. So, photon rate. If you let Thanos get close to you, he will wreck your shit. And, like, especially when he starts doing his gem abilities, they are fucking disgusting. I won't smoke him too bad. I want him to show off some of them for you. But, yeah. Oh, that little sliding thing right there. Oh, fuck. Oh, you got the soul gem for me. Oh, God. Oh, man. Yeah. I may be whooping his ass right now, but it's just because I'm a dirty cheater and I play this game so often. You don't understand. I'm afraid of Thanos. Thanos is one of my favorite villains, but I fear Thanos because I may be whooping his ass now. That's just because I know what to do. Oh, here we go. Oh, that move. That move is sick. Yeah, you don't understand. It's like, if I let him, he will wreck he will do things like that. Yeah, you don't fuck with Thanos. You don't fuck with Thanos. You don't fuck with Thanos. Thanos is hardcore. More of that reality gem shit. Which hurts, like you wouldn't believe. So, yeah, if I want to finish this now, I'm gonna have to cheese. I'm gonna cheese like I never cheesed before. Oh, fuck. Got the reality gem. Just barely managed to get it. I really want the mind gem. I think it, like, completely heals you and jacks up all your power for a little bit. Oh, yeah! I got the mind gem. Probably not gonna be able to chance to use it, but I've got it. So, yes! Doom! Doom rules all! Yes! And my first act with the Infinity Gem is to kill Reed Richards and bang his wife. Yes! Doom! Ha ha ha! And now Doom's awesome ending. You possess these trinkets long enough, son of Titan. Begone. Only I, Victor Von Doom, am worthy enough to possess them. Let the world and the cosmos tremble before my power. Behold the age of Doom. And ladies and gentlemen, that is Marvel Superheroes. Next time, if I've got nothing else to fucking talking about, we'll do the rest of the easy to emulate MAME Marvel vs. Capcom games. We're gonna do next up. We'll do Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. They're not in any particular order. The only order they're in is alphabetical because I don't know. That's just how I like to play them. And sorry again, no music. It's like I'm still having audio trouble. If I actually were able to put this like this thing on with like the gameplay, just like if I did put it on with just like the sound from the game, it would play fine, but you wouldn't be able to hear me at all because it's me and my audio blows as always. So, but that's all for now, folks. This is the Dreadpirate. See you and catch you later.